the Juggler!
How's that for a Leonard Cohen introduction? All right, well, so I thought I've only got a limited time, so I can't waffle on too much tonight, can you? And so what I'm going to do is something totally different. I don't think I've done it up here before. A couple of my own poems I wrote myself quite a while ago, but and they sort of speak for themselves. The first one I say to each of you, and it's now nowhere is now and here, the here and now, the present, the eternal present. So that comes up in the thing. So beyond that, we'll see how it goes. So it's here we go. So I might as well juggle with it. It sort of keeps your attention if you're getting bored with what I'm saying. That's strange. I mean, this is great. I come over here and you can still hear me, can't you? I'm not used to having a microphone on my beard. All right. So this, like I say this to each of you, and it goes. Now you are so close. You are so far away. You are stained glass, you are crystal clear. You dance like the flowers in a nor'westerly gale. You talk in a song as you take me along to the world where we feel no fear. For out on a limb, you learn how to swing. When you reach for the wrong, you learn the right song. For the tree grows so free, just like you and me. For along with the war between rich and poor comes the sun or the song. We're off on a voyage around the back of nowhere with caves that sparkle or the sun in our hair. We'll dive to the deep or fly through the sky to the wondrous climes of a golden twilight in the world where we feel so near. For out on a limb, you learn how to swing. When you reach for the wrong, you learn the right song. But the tree grows so free, just like you and me. Oops. But out on a limb, you learn how to swing. When you reach for the wrong, you learn the right song. For the tree grows so free, just like you and me. For along with the war between rich and poor comes the sun or the song. I am so close. I am so far away. I am stained glass, I'm crystal clear. I dance like the flowers in a nor'westerly gale. I talk in a song as I take you along to a world where we know no fear. For out on a limb I learned how to swing. When I reach for the wrong, I learn the right song. For the tree grows so free, just like you and me. For along with the war between rich and poor comes the sun or the song. For out on a limb we learn how to swing. When we reach for the wrong, we learn the right song. For the tree grows so free, just like you and me. For along with the war between rich and poor comes the sun or the song. Comes the sun and the song. Thank you, everybody. Well, see, now that's the longest one. I've got another wee shorter one, so that allows me a little bit of time for a bit more of an introduction to it, doesn't it? Now, this one is called, that one was called Comes the Sun or the Song. This one is called Lovely War. And what it means is that this world that we live in is a world of conflicts, of opposites trying to reconcile them, to come together and go apart. The eternal dance of the reconciliation of opposites. And so you've got, if you have one side of the coin, you've got to have the other side. So if it's really high, then it can be really low. You know, so, and you say you've been humbled in love, cut down in your love, forced to kneel in the mud next to me. Ah, but why so bitterly turn from the one who kneels there as deeply as thee? That's Leonard Cohen to just put you in the right mode. So, all right, here we go. What else requires a bit of introduction with this one? So that if there's a conflict, and it's on the basis of love, then that conflict is a wonderful dance. But where you lose sight of the purpose, in other words, if you lose sight of the love aspect of it, then it becomes pain, it becomes negative, it becomes suffering and horrible things like that. So that's by way of explanation, this little poem. And it's like I say, it's called Lovely War. And it goes, does ruling in hell beat serving in heaven? Does lying in love beat learning in prison? What do I want? What don't I want? Shall I retreat till I reach my wings? Or shall I haunt that tired old hunt? For deep down in cage there are mysteries galore. Yet the sun rules over all, and love is the law. So I can choose how I soar when I jump. And ruling in heaven means lying eye to eye, making love lead war. We've got time for a very quick one. This might...
Ladies and gentlemen, does he have time for a very quick one? Sugra, go for it.
All right, that was from some of my earlier egotistical days. So this one is an acknowledgement of one of the legends of the whole juggling and that sort of world, street busking world, Robert Nelson, or the Butterfly Man. And this is just a little poem of his. See if I can handle this one. All right, so I'll just make sure that this stabilises all right. Oh, yep, that's hanging in there. Now, it matters not the job you've got as long as you do it well. The things are made by hands well laid, as a test of time will tell. But who can count or know the amount of value of a man? I've just lost my balls. Again. What I say, now matters not the job you've got as long as you do it well. The things are made by plans well laid, but the test of time will tell. But who can count or know the amount or the value of a man? By the show displayed or the beauty made, by the touch of the juggler's hand.